right. What's going on, my guys, my peeps, my peeps? What's going on? It's a push day, chest, triceps. Yeah, chest, shoulders, triceps. Why is it zooming? Um, all right. Yeah, chest, shoulders, triceps. We're gonna do our warm up now. All right. Warm up time. So we're gonna do a set of 20 push-ups and then a set of decline. Also 20. Just body weight to start. Yeah. So for a good, perfect push-up, you don't want to. I don't want to see any sloppy ass push-ups. All right. So the best way to do a perfect push-up is to lay completely flat on the ground with your chest touching. Put your hands to your side about where your chest would be, and make sure your hands are in a comfortable position. And you're gonna pretty much just hold this position like this the whole time. Okay. Tighten your core up a little bit and go. $20 of those. Now the chair. Now the chair. Let's see. All right. Let's see what we got. Yeah, let's just get it. Okay, here we go. This is the second warm up. 20 of those. All right. Now, the fun part. Rah. Yeah. All right. A few more seconds. Yeah. Huh. All right, so first set. All right. First set. Black band. We don't take a long rest. All right. I'm going to hit it right now. Yeah, let's go. All right, here we go. Seven. I knew it wasn't a fluke. I knew it wasn't a fluke. So we are at 7. All right. We are at 7. Let's keep this band. I think everybody's sleeping. That's fine. Tomorrow we start back up at our normal time. Today was an off day with the whole timing. Not going to make excuses. I'm just going to adjust. But yeah, off day there. Six, 7, 6. Fucking good. 7, 6. 2-minute rest. Very good. It's actually amazing. Shoo. That was a very good second set. Only a 1 rep drop off. My endurance feels great. That was really good. That was really good. Oh, next set, 2 minutes. Almost up. All right, let's go. Oh, thought maybe I was gonna get 5. 4 only. All right. Oh. Go for that strength. Oh. It's gonna be a 3. We do a 2-minute 30-second rest on this one. I have a longer rest. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did better than the last time on that final set. Last time I only did 2. So 3 on the final set with the same resistance. All right. Very nice. So, we're done our first exercise. We only do 4 sets per exercise. Then we take a 5-minute rest. But yeah, so on the first set of decline suspension trainer push-ups, I got 7. Second set was 6. Third set was 4. Fourth set was 3. That's with the 50-pound vest on, plus the black pull-up band, which is a medium band. The resistance level on the black band is 30 to 78 pounds. 30 to 78 pounds. So at the bare minimum, it's 30. It goes all the way up to 78 for the max. Oh. A little bit more. 2 more minutes. Oh crap. I know why I'm not getting. Oh. I know why. Shoot. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I have it as unlisted. Oh well, damn. All right, so I screwed up. I put the video as unlisted. Wow. Interesting. Damn. It's not good. That's why I'm not getting hits. I was wondering why nothing was happening with the live. Oh man. I wonder if I can change that. Okay. Now I switched it. Okay, that's all I had to do. Let's try it again. All right. My bad. I had it as unlisted. So I believe we're public now. Good. So we should have some people come in at some point. But anyway, we got to get this next set. We got to start. All right, so we're going to flat now. All right. All right. All right, we're doing the same deal with this black band. Wow. Ooh, I've never done 10. What the fuck, dude? Wow. Wowee. That was good. Wow. Amazing. Oh, excuse me. Just want to see something real quick. Oh, yeah. All right, we're good. We had a little technical difficulties there for a minute. I accidentally had the video as unlisted, but we're public now. Thanks for the like. Appreciate you. I was wondering why nobody was coming on, and I had it set to unlisted. I'm like, a live stream set to unlisted. What the fuck is that? All right. All right, so now we are set. I'm on a little rest. Just one more minute, and then we're gonna hit this next set. All right, let's go. Let's go. So the band is on the back. This tension basically starts the moment I start the press. So my hands are as far back as they go. Any point past this point is tension. Let's go. I did 10 the first set. See what I can get. Eight. 10, 8. Oh. 10, 8. Whew. Very nice. Time for another set. 10, 8. Let's see what we got for this one. 10, 8. 10, 8. 10, 8. Ow! What is that? It's off. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Let's go. Third set. I'll stay at the 5.5. One more set. This is it. So I did 10, 8, and I'll just say 6. 10, 8, 6. Oh, go past the rest. It's fine. Final set. Ah. Sorry, just a little extra rest period. Five. Oh. Hey. Now we got core. I have to do abs. Just about a foot off the ground or so. There. All right. Minute 30 to go. One minute. We got core next. Abs. Suspension trainer pikes and knee tucks. 3 sets each. Oh, let's go. Oh, man. All right. There we go. Suspension trainer knee pikes. 3 sets. Now, 18's good. Good first set. Good first set. 18. Damn good first set. Minute 30 rest. That's a suspension trainer. Hits the entire core evenly. Basically, pelvic thrusting your ass up into the air, trying to bring your toes to your face. And when you go down to that plank position, puts a lot of stress on the core. And then you have to contract back up. So it hits that core all the way across. Upper, middle, lower abs, plus your hip flexors, which are all connected, by the way. And you still have to stabilize with your chest and your shoulders. So it hits a lot. 10 seconds. Let's go. Pikes, here we go. Second set. One more to go after this one. 18 the first set. This usually has a rapid drop off, so let's see what we can get. Let's go. That was 12. 18, 12. I'll take it. Not bad. One more set like that. Like I said, is a rapid drop off. Next set will probably be around 8. That hits the core. Intensely. And sometimes it gives me abdominal cramps. Not while I'm doing it, but while I'm doing other things. So if I'm like getting up out of my bed and I'm laying down and I clench my abs to get up, sometimes I'll get a bad ab cramp after this. But it's usually only within the first 12 to 24 hours, and then it goes away. You don't get the cramps after that. But that's how you know it's effective. And I stay hydrated, and I get plenty of electrolytes, so I know it's not dehydration. Oh, I got to get back down again. Damn. Minute and 30 is not a long rest at all. Here we go. Final set for pikes. Then we got 3 sets of knee tucks. Here we go. Eight, like I said. Works for me. All right, another minute, 30-second rest. We go to knee tucks. Slightly different variation, same body position, but instead of Ving our body up, we're just going to be pulling our knees into our chest, bending at the knee. So it's more like a knee raise. It's easier, so that's why it's the second exercise. We finish with the easier variation. Ooh. And after this, I'll take off the vest. We'll do a little pump check. We'll do a front double bicep and back double bicep and a couple other poses just to see where the pump is. Plus, it makes for great social media content. I can get the snapshots later. Yeah. And this is also for tracking my progress as well. So when you take video and you take snapshots, you get to see, how far you've come. You can compare your photos and your videos to your past videos and photos. It's just amazing to see it all. You see how much strength you gain. It's like when I look back at when I first started this, oh, man, I was so weak. So weak. All right, let's get these knee tucks. Let's go. All right. Knee tucks, slightly different variation. Let's go. 14. I'm fatigued, so I'll take 14. We don't want to burn out. We still have 2 more. Very nice. It seems that I'm stronger than I've ever been. Seem to be making progress in every area. Haven't hit a major plateau yet. All of the strength gains are, coming in incrementally, which is very nice. Haven't had a plateau yet. Progress has been steady. Some of it has been pretty rapid. I was surprised. Well, in the beginning, obviously, it was more rapid, but things slow down as you advance. But I'm still getting some pretty amazing strength gains. You see it. You know your body, So when you hit a new PR, or, whether it's more reps or more weight, whatever the case, you know where you're at. You know where you are better than anybody. So the moment something like that happens, you notice it. Even if it's so small, you still notice it. Other people won't notice it, but you'll notice it. Yeah. Yup. Oh, let's get it. Next set. I've been really good on my time. I don't want to screw up my times, man. That way I know where I'm at all times. With the, you want to have the same amount of rest each set. You don't want to mess up your rest periods too much. Yeah, 12 is good. Starting to feel my back collapse. I don't want. Thing is, on these, you don't want your back to collapse. Oh. You don't want your back to arch. That weight's pressing down. See, I got the vest on. That weight's pressing down. So then make sure your abs are constantly engaged. And the moment your abs start to fail, let out. Let out, because you don't want to compromise your spine. This isn't like a hanging leg raise where your body's vertical and you're dragging your legs up. For example, hanging from a pull-up bar, doing a knee raise. That's not really going to stress your spine out. These will, if you're not careful. Although it's a very good exercise, you just have to be mindful of that, because that pressure is pressing down on you vertically while your body is in a horizontal position. Versus with leg raises from a pull-up bar, your body is in a vertical position, and the tension's coming up in more of a horizontal position. So your back is actually straight in alignment with gravity. So gravity straight up and down, your spine straight up and down, versus this, gravity's pretty much pressing down on your spine. So yeah, just be careful on it. Damn, I didn't mean to have that long of a rest. Talking too damn much. Let's get this last set. Let's go. All right, here we go. 10. Good enough for me. Felt my back just slightly starting to. So that's where I'll stop at. I'm happy with that. Now the vest comes off. We'll do a nice pump check. We should have a good chest pump from all the push-ups. Okay, here we go. Pump check time. Back. Yup. So gains are coming in nicely. How far along am I? 7 months? I don't know. 200 and something days. A little over 200. Maybe 215 days, maybe. 215 days. 6 months is 180. 6 months is like 180 something days, right? 182. 183. I don't know. It's something like that. So we're just a little over 6 months. Yeah, about 7 months. So now that I'm done with all of the core work, we have a little rest period. I may do the full 5 minutes because that really helps with my shoulder presses when I rest long enough. We're going to hit shoulder presses now. We don't need this anymore. So I'll show you what I do with the shoulder press. We need a couple different band setups. So we need blue, this one, and this one, black. And for bonus, because I've been hitting some pretty good increases in my strength, we're going to attempt pink on the black. So we're going to add an extra band to it for the first set. See where we're at with that. So black wasn't a milestone for me for a while. So there was a time I couldn't even shoulder press this at all. And I finally reached a point where I could start shoulder pressing this band. And then I've been using this band for quite some time for all my workouts. And I haven't increased the intensity of this setup yet. So as you know, in a progressive overload routine, you always want to be trying to either increase your reps, increase your weight, your resistance level, or make the workout harder. And you can do that by slowing down the tempo, doing paused reps. You can do that by doing negatives at the end. You can do that by doing forced reps with a partner, if you have a partner. So there's a lot of different ways you can implement progressive overload. But in our case, we're going to be adding bands at the moment. And that's all. That's all we're adding, just bands. I need the right band here. That's not the right one. This one. I want the new pink one. So for the longest time, like I said, I was just using this. This was a very hard band for me for a while. I remember for the longest time I couldn't even shoulder press it. Then I got to a point where I could shoulder press it fresh. So on a fresh muscles, that's with no additional exercise, no, or should I say no muscle fatigue. So no muscle fatigue at all. I could shoulder press it at least once or twice, but I couldn't shoulder press it after the push-ups. As the push-ups fatigue you. They fatigue your shoulders. Then I got to a point where I was able to actually start shoulder pressing it after the push-ups. For a few reps. Then I got to the point where now I could press it for like 8 reps, right? 8 fucking reps with this. I think actually my most recent set, I did 10 or 12. I don't remember. It blew my mind. I was like, I can't believe I just did 10 or 12 reps with fucking black band. Blew my mind. So I was like, maybe I should upgrade. So we're going to try pink on this motherfucker. But we went the full 5-minute rest. I had already hit the timer. Actually, we're almost done with it. We got 1 more minute to go. 1 more. It's amazing how talking makes time seems like it goes faster. All right, 45 seconds. Let's get into position. We're going to attempt pink with black. If I can do 4 or 5, that's going to be amazing. So this is relatively new. Probably going to have to get pumped for it. Psych myself up a little bit. Let's go. Oh, I see your comments. I'll check them after the set. Let's see if I got it. Let's go. The setup ain't got shit on me. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. 4. That was at least 4. Damn. That feels like when I first started with black. So adding the pink band feels like black when I first started. That's amazing. That's amazing. I love that shit. All right, I got you. Let me see what you're saying. Oh, hey, Tay Min Lee. How you doing? First time? Thank you. Don't forget the sub. Hey, what's up? iKarma. Goggins looking over my shoulder. I appreciate that. Goggins is definitely someone who I respect and look up to. David Goggins. Yeah. Am I running PPL? What are you talking about, PPL? Clarify. Usually when people say, are you running something in a fitness context, it means a cycle. No. In my case, no cycle. Oh, push-pull legs. No, not push-pull legs. It's just push day. Oh, push-pull legs. Oh, for the days of the week, yes, but it's twice. So it's the 6-day split. Push-pull legs. Yes. So to answer your question, yes. Yeah, your hamstrings, yeah. And they tend to be a weak point in a lot of people, so they take a hit. They definitely take a hit. All right, so this is too heavy to continue with, probably. I just wanted to do it for the first set. We're going to take off pink here. Just go back to black. That was a good first set with that, though. Wow. Let's get it. I know I'm past my rest period. Oh, yeah, let's go. So this is going to be a lot easier. See? Holy shit. Still did 10. Still did 10. We're just going to stick with it. Oh, this is a 100-pound band. This is the heaviest band that this company makes. So this is a 100-pound band. The black band is the heaviest. So technically, maximum 100 pounds, and that would be per side. So, you know, each hand pretty much it'd be 100 pounds here, 100 pounds here. Or if you're just doing a single, it would be 100 pounds. But that's maximum stretch. I don't know what we're reaching. We could be hitting a percentage of that. It could be like 70, 75. I don't know. But based on the tension, the further you stretch that band, the closer you are getting to that max tension, that 100 pounds. But yeah, it's a 100-pound band. This was a 100-pound band. The pink that I had on there for the first set, this is a 30-pounder. So that's a 30 or 25. Something like that, but yeah, standing, you know, before I raise it up, I tighten my abs because I want to protect my back. Because the moment you start to go up like this, your back starts to arch a little bit. So you want to tighten your core. You want to tighten your core and clench your glutes a little bit too. So your ass tightens. So that pulls you, when you clench your glutes, it pulls you forward a little bit. And you tighten your core, and then you're ready to press. Let's go. So I'll tighten my ass, tighten the core, raise it up. Eight. Reset, 2-minute rest. We're going to stick with black. Did 4 with the pink and black. Then second set, 10 with just black. Third set, 8 with black. My shoulders. I appreciate that. Keep hitting your goals. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, that's the only shoulder specific exercise that I do. So you don't have to do a lot of different exercises for shoulders, because if you're doing rowing exercises, if you're doing push-ups or bench press, or, you know, any kind of chest exercise, you're hitting a ton of front delt. If you're doing rows, especially with the rope, if you have a rope or a towel, that really hits the rear delt. So behind the shoulder, you can see the rear delt there. That rear delt, I have a pretty developed rear delt. I don't do anything to isolate rear delt. That's all through chin-ups, pull-ups, and rowing exercises. All hits the upper middle back, and rear delts. So really the only shoulder exercise I do that's specifically a shoulder exercise is this one. That's it. Me, I've been on and off for since my 20s. Well, really, I started off in high school. When I was 15, I wanted to get into weight training. I was inspired by movies, right? Like movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, like in Rocky, Over the Top. I don't know if you've seen Over the Top. It's the one movie with Sylvester Stallone where he's an arm wrestler, and he wins that big rig. Goes up against some of the top strongest arm wrestlers, and that was a very inspiring movie for me. But it started back then, and I've been on and off with this fitness journey. It's been like a roller coaster. I've been in shape, out of shape, in shape, out of shape, multiple times. And just recently, within the past 3 years, had some really low times, really bad times in my life. And about 7 months ago, I was 148 pounds. So weakest I've been in a long time. Smallest, lightest I've been. I was so weak. Now I'm 185 pounds. So right now, 185. That's almost a 40-pound increase in muscle. Close to 40 pounds. It's like 30 something pounds increase in body weight. And that's only in 7 months. You like over the top too? How tall am I? 5'9", without my shoes on. So that's my real height. I used to think I was 5'10", but I was measuring myself with my shoes on. I mean, I think everybody does that at some point in their life. But yeah, 5'9" is my height. Oh, let's get this next set. We got to keep going. Hey, welcome to the average height. We're average height. We're not tall. We're not short. We're average. Let's go. All right. Tighten that ass. Tighten the core. Let's go. Okay, right there's good. That was set number 4. I'm going to really keep an eye on my rest. Keep an eye on my rest. Should only be taking 2 minutes. $16, nice. So you're starting young too, like me. I started around 15, 16. My interest started at 15, and I think I got into weight training in 10th grade. So I was probably going on 16. Well, if you're 5'9"3/4, you're a little taller than me. Oh, did you get fat? No, I'm just messing. But you gained some like excess body weight. Well, I don't really have a particular person that I look up to right now. Um, but it's my goals. It's my goals in life that motivate me. So the things that I'm aspiring to do with my career and, the live stream and, I've always wanted to be like a fitness content creator, at least within the past like 10 years, 5, 10 years. I was like, man, that just sounds like something, um, that I'd be interested in doing, helping people, um, being almost like an online fitness coach, you know what I mean? And to get my certification, becoming a real, personal trainer and nutritionist. So I want that nutritionist certification too, that I'm working on right now. Oh, you just want to look good? That's a goal, but you should have some other bigger goals than just wanting to look good. Something that is bigger than you. Like for me, the bigger part is to help other people, right? That's bigger than me. It's more than what I want. I want to I want to see others achieve amazing results, um, whether it's through my program or another program. But um, you know, there's just a health crisis in America, man. For real, it's like really bad. Um, we have access to too much too much comfort. There's not enough struggle, not enough pain in people's lives to push them. So we just got comfortable. We got, convenience. That's the word I was looking for. We have access to too much convenience. So I think we really should strive to be better, push ourselves because of convenience. Back in the day, you didn't have that convenience. You had to fight for survival, So, you know, just living was a fitness, like, or should I say, a physical, very physically demanding just to survive. But now, we get lazy. We got access to all this unhealthy food, fast food places everywhere. The stores are packed with junk food. It's not good. So we gotta like put effort in now. You gotta actually try to be healthy, try to be fit. All right, let's hit this next set. Okay, right there. Set number 5, we got one more. Yeah, soft times. That's it. We got lazy. Too much convenience in the world today. Too much entertainment. Cell phones. Time suck. You can sit there on your phone and doom scroll for hours. Before you know it, half your day's gone and you wasted it on your damn phone. It's crazy. But your phone can either make you or break you. This is an amazing device for productivity, but it's a double-edged sword. It can also suck your time away. So this thing has all kinds of amazing capabilities. I mean, just the simple stopwatch that it comes with, the basic stopwatch on Android, amazing for working out. And then you have all the amazing fitness apps out there, which I don't mess with personally, but there are some good ones. And then there's some that are a little overly complicated. But I mean, with the calendars, with the, just being able to have like Google Docs on here, It can be a training tool. You can go to YouTube. You can learn. If you're not, as long as you're not watching videos that are wasting your time, I mean, YouTube can be an amazing like training tool. Like you can just watch videos anywhere you go to learn whatever you want to learn. Really good if you use your phone right. So I've used YouTube like that, where if I wanted to know how to do something, learn how to do something, or, you know, whether it's in fitness or whatever, I was watching those videos and I was learning from a lot of different people. At some point, you're going to have to choose what you want to do because there's a lot of information overload out there. So you'll hear contradicting things. You know, you'll get one thing, you know, one bit of advice from somebody, another bit of advice that contradicts their advice. So it's like you gotta watch and see tons and tons of different viewpoints, and then you have to formulate your own conclusion on that. Pick and choose like what you know, and then you can go and back it up with like, you know, studies or real world anecdotal evidence and shit like that to see like if it actually works or not. But there's a lot of bullshit out there. There's a lot of bro science out there. But what really works, honestly, is when you see people in the trenches doing something, okay, and they're living that experience, they're actually doing it, and they're telling you to do it because it works. As long as they're not lying to you and saying that they're natural, and they're not, because there's a lot of enhanced people that lie and say they're natural, but they're not natural. So you get a skewed perspective, and you think a lot of people think they'll get results like that, and they won't because they're not enhanced like them. So got to be careful. But I've been natural my entire life, but I have a great stack, have a great diet. The training or program is really dialed in. Anyway, I'm passing my rest here. Let's get this last set. I'll go look at your comment in just a second. I wanted to get a failure on that one. So now we're done with shoulders. We do 6 sets, shoulders. All right, so I feel good. Excellent. We're getting close. We're getting close here. We got tricep pushdowns now. Tricep pushdowns. So I have a little anchor point in the ceiling here. You can see I can hang these up like that. We're going to recreate a cable machine. So when you go to the gym, you go to that cable stack, grab that pin, and you can slide that thing, you know, at a lower high point, right? Normally for a tricep pushdown, you put it at a high point like this. So we're going to recreate that high point so that we can do the tricep press down. And, you know, a cable stack is thousands and thousands of dollars. And we're going to do it for pennies on the dollar. This is, well, the carabiner is probably like a couple dollars. And the bands between these two bands are probably like $35 for the two bands. Maybe $30. I don't know. Each band is probably $14 to $15. So there you go right there. And the thicker the band, the heavier the band, the little more expensive that it is. But that's a budget cable stack right there. There's your budget cable stack. And another great tool to have for your bands is a door anchor. I'll show you. A door anchor. It's a very cheap little device, and I threw it somewhere. Where did I put you? Well, wherever I put it, probably underneath the vest. There it is. So, here it is. This is the door anchor. So now with this, you can really create and mimic a cable stack. Pretty much can put it in the door at any point, high, low, middle point. And then you just loop your bands through the strap, and you can create a tension point from anywhere in that door. So that's like your cable stack where you can slide it up and down. And that's basically what you're doing with that. And that costs like $5, something like that. Anyway, I think we're just going to get right into these. So I got a green band and the pink band. This is pretty good tension level for me. And I'm going to do a hammer style press down. Oh, I forgot to read your comment. I'll check it after the sit. So I pull it back and I lean forward a little bit. And I like to put my elbows out in front of me just a little bit. And then my hands are in like a hammer position. So I'm just going to press it down like that. Okay. I'll say 10. All right, now let me see what you're saying. Yeah, for sure. Phones are addictive, man. A Garmin watch. That sounds kind of cool. So when you do your press downs, you feel it in your shoulders. See, I don't really feel it in my shoulders. I think form is key. When you do it, you with the rope is tricky because when you go up with the rope, your hands are going to go inside. And then when you press it down, you want to pull the rope apart like this. So the proper way to do it is pretty much, you don't want to go heavy, because if you go heavy, you're not going to be able to do it right. So you pull that rope down, you almost want to flare it out. Flare the rope out, because the rope is in a V. So you got the anchor point in the middle, and then the two ends come out. So as you go up, your hands go in, and when you want to like almost like kick it out like that. Okay, and you don't need to go heavy on it. You really want to try to get that engagement. Focus on the mind muscle connection, pretty much. With this, I go heavy because I want that explosive power. I want that strength. And when I lean forward, I lean forward and I push my elbows out, and I pretty much press it down like this, and I keep my elbows locked. So you won't see my arms swinging or anything. I pretty much just lock it in and press it down like that. So when I do that, I can really feel it in the tricep, like big time in the tricep. But another thing about the band tension is the further I stretch it down, the more tension it becomes. The further I go, the more tension it becomes, right? That's just how bands work. So It's crazy when you get to that low point, that tension is at its highest. That's why I like the bands. All right, let's get this next set. So yeah, I'll lean forward a little bit. Put my elbows just out in front of me a little bit. If you want to see the sideways position, I'll do it from the side. That way you can see the body angle. So this is me standing straight up. Lean forward a little bit. Elbows out in front. I actually need to go back just a little bit more. So I want a lot of tension. So here we go. Hold on. Right there. Right there. Like that. Okay. I think I failed on that one. Yeah, I failed on that one. Ooh, staying there. All right. Yeah, I felt that one. I get really good tricep engagement on this. I get such good tricep engagement on this one that if I'm not careful and I like clench my tricep after a good set, my tricep will start to cramp up. Like I'll get cramps. We only do 4 sets of these. This is a finisher move. After this, I have internal shoulder rotations, and we're done. So I only have a lot more to go. We're getting close here. We're getting close. We're getting close. Dang, there's a lot of people on. Like, not on the stream necessarily, but I can see the views on the channel. I had changed some things with my YouTube channel to try to optimize my channel. I think it's working. I watched a video. See, I like to learn stuff, right? So I was watching some YouTube videos on like optimizing the YouTube channel. And there are some settings in there that I didn't have set right. No, not set right. My category wasn't even set right for my channel. For all my videos, my category was wrong. I'm not a YouTube professional. And I've made 80 videos, 80 videos so far. And if I would have had it optimized, who knows how many more views I would have gotten. Who knows how many more subs I would have gotten now. But you can't dwell on the past. You just got to optimize as you go. Learn as you go. All right, so we got the 2-minute rest period is done. Let's get the next set. I'll show you the position, like to lean forward, pull back, elbows out in front, lock it in. Use your lats. So use your lats to pull your arms down. Don't have your shoulders up. Okay, this you don't want, you want a lat engagement. Keep your lats tight. Lock your elbows in. Press down. Okay, that was 7.5. I failed on 8. I'll take it. We got one more set. One more to go. After this, we got one more exercise. One more. You're welcome, Tay. I'm glad you got some value out of it. I love the bands. Another cool thing about the bands is there's no momentum. So you can actually go fast. Like if you want to press down and you want to use explosive power, like you want to go boom and press it down, there's zero momentum, zero. With weights, if you do that, you're throwing the weight. You're basically throwing the weight and you're making it easier because you're using momentum to push that weight down and create force, accelerating that weight forward or up or down or whatever, making it easier. But you can't throw the bands. That tension is constant. No matter how fast or how slow you go, that tension is constant. So you can go fast, slow, or whatever. And you're not going to get that momentum like with free weights. Now, there's benefits to both. I'm not saying bands are better than free weights. Bands are not necessarily better than free weights. Free weights have their advantages. Bands have their advantages. Free weights also have their disadvantages, and so do bands. So, really, honestly, both are great, but if all you have is bands, I'm telling you, you can make it work. You don't need free weights. You could get it. You can get it done with just your, calisthenics home gym, like what I got set up. I have a weighted vest, so that's the really only weight I have is the weighted vest and the backpack. So I have a backpack loaded with water bottles, okay, and a weighted vest. The backpack was an old backpack that I had lying around. I just decided to make use of it. I threw a bunch of water bottles in there, and I got it bitch up to 45 pounds. That's a 45-pound backpack, and I have a 50-pound vest. So sometimes often I combine the two. That's 95 extra pounds. I do that for my leg days, and I do that for my pull days when I do back and biceps. So when I do my chin-ups and my pull-ups, I throw the 95 pounds on. All right, see you, iKarma. Take care. Oh, to answer your question, both are great, but it depends on your goal. Slow and controlled is more of a typical bodybuilder kind of style. If you want just hypertrophy, then do slow and controlled, focusing more on form. But if you want like functional strength, athleticism, and explosive power, then using speed and explosive reps would be the way to go. You can even combine both. You could have one day where you do the explosive stuff. You could have one day where you do the slow and controlled. They're both good. If you're an athlete and you want to have athletic performance, the explosive reps are usually the way to go. For sure. If you're a bodybuilder and you want to pose and you want to look good, you want show muscles, slow and controlled, focus on form. I mean, I kind of do a combination of both. You can see I kind of focus on form, but my reps are low. I don't really do high reps. I go intense, right? So the weight's high or the resistance level's high. I still manage to keep good form because I'm not swinging my elbows. I'm not like sloppy. I'm not all over the place. But that comes with practice. Okay. And that comes with practice. But I'm still trying to force it down with all of my strength. Okay. I'm not like trying to go slow. I'm trying to go fast. So I'm actually using the explosive way. At the same time, I'm using good form. So I'm trying to be explosive with good form. Form still matters when you're trying to be explosive. But you can sacrifice a little bit of form for more intensity. So when your intensity goes up, your form is going to waver a little bit. But you don't want it to waver so much that your form is complete trash. You don't want your form to be complete trash in any circumstance. Okay, but it will waver to some degree the more that intensity goes up. All right, let's go. Okay, we'll go with that. All right, done. All right. So we're done with that. I can take a little break. I'm in no rush. The next exercise is going to go very fast. So my goal is strength and explosive power, functional strength. So that's what we're trying to build here. Secondary to that is muscle gain. So number one, functional strength, explosive power, and secondary to that, building muscle. Okay. If you're going to go for strength, if you're going to go for pure strength, you're going to still build muscle. Not at the rate as if you were going on a pure hypertrophy, aka muscle building routine. But you're not going to be as strong if you do that. If you do that, and your only goal is to build muscle, you're going to look great. You're going to have great insertions, all over. As long as you do it right, your diet's good, and your routine is on point. You got some good supplements. Your sleep's good. Everything is good. Just say everything is, on point, on par. Your muscle building, you're going to look. You're probably going to look bigger than the guy who's doing the strength routine. You're going to look more aesthetic. That's the word I'm looking for. Aesthetic. You're going to look more aesthetic. But the guy that focused on strength is going to be very, very powerful for his size. Okay. So that's a massive misconception. But people think that just because you're big, that you're stronger. That's not always the case. Not always the case. But damn, I tell you, good muscle insertions, great definition. It does look good. It really does look good. But I don't want show muscles, man. That's not what I want. I want that dense, compact, functional muscle. I want strength, explosive power, functional strength. I want guys like when I do something physical, I want people to look at me like, damn, how's he doing that? He don't look that big. How's he doing that? So, yeah, another thing. Guess how many diamond push-ups I can do? Take a wild guess how many diamond push-ups. So that's with your hands like this. All right. I'll have to get it on camera one day. I'll do a push-up challenge or something one day soon. I already know how many I can do. So diamonds are a lot harder than standard push-ups. Basically, it's like this, right? That's a diamond. Your hands are close. You're creating the diamond with your fingers. They don't have to touch, but they got to be close. So like that, right? That's a diamond push-up. 8. Like 45. I did 40 and I stopped, and I had more in the tank. I stopped at 40 and I could have done several more. 40 is where I stopped at. I didn't go to failure, but I stopped at 40 with gas in the tank still. Okay, so I might be able to do 50 if I take a couple little rests at the top towards the end, take a little break, go down, do another one. Like towards the end when I'm fatigued, I might be able to get 50. I'll have to do it on camera one day. Soon, very soon. And the crazy thing is I don't do diamond push-ups very much. We built up our tricep strength through the weighted suspension trainer push-ups that we do and the push downs that we just did. So this is where we built all of our tricep strength is on this day that I'm doing right now. And that translated over to me being able to do all of those diamonds. And I don't even train it. I don't do diamond push-ups. I just wanted to see what I could do one day. And I did that about 4 or 5 days ago. So I impressed myself with that because I remember in the past when you said 8, okay? That's about where I was at one point. Okay? I was doing like 6, 8 diamonds, something like that. And that was even after a little bit of like, I wasn't like, weak or anything. I was trained, not to the level I'm at right now, but I was doing push-ups and stuff like every day. But my diamonds, I could only do like, I might have just been doing the diamonds towards the end when I was already fatigued. So I could have been already fatigued. But I was doing like 6 to 8, somewhere in the routine. It wasn't like the first exercise. It was probably like the 3rd or 4th like chest exercise I did. And when I got to the diamonds, I was like gassed out. So I was only doing like 6 or 8. But right now, fresh, just going like all out fresh, I can do like over 40. So I don't think I could have done that even back then. Even back when I was like younger and in great shape. All right, let's do our next exercise. We're going to actually use this door anchor now. I got the door anchor. I'm going to set it up. I need the black band and the yellow band. So these are pull-up bands. So these are great to have too. So you got different kinds of bands. These are the tubular ones. The tubular ones are for the handles. So they slide into the handles. The pull-up bands, you can get handles for these, but I don't have handles for these, but you can. So there is a set of handles that you can buy specifically for pull-up bands. And these are called pull-up bands, but they're not just for pull-ups. So these can be really versatile for just about any kind of like training. You can do your back, you do biceps, you can so much different shit you can do with them. All right, so basically you put the band through there like that. And that's how it is. Door anchor. Now we throw it in the door. It's going to be at elbow level. So that's about elbow level right there. I'll change up the angle of this a little bit here. So you can see I have a horizontal anchor point. It's in the door right there. So right now I'm gonna do internal shoulder rotations. So this is a very highly specialized shoulder exercise. It trains the rotational muscles. So it's gonna be like this. Okay, we're gonna be going on the inside. Tension is gonna be coming this direction, and I'm gonna be pulling it like this. And we're just gonna do these. So this is going to strengthen the whole shoulder girdle. It's going to tighten up the ball and socket joint so that your shoulder is tight inside of that socket. Okay. If you're just training all the other muscles, the primary muscles, you can get imbalances, and that shoulder socket, that ball and socket joint can get a little sloppy. Okay. But when you tighten up these rotational muscles, it's going to lock that ball and socket in there real good and help prevent injuries. It's going to make you stronger too in all of your exercises because you're going to be more stable. So you're going to have stability, and you're going to be able to do things like clap really hard. So, all right. So it looks kind of like this. I like to have my body about 45 degrees to the band. So I'll face the band, and then I'll cut my body about 45 degrees. And this is about where I want to be. I don't want to be completely to the side, this would be like 90 degrees right here. So this is so if I were to pull the band in, this is like 90. I want to be 45 right here. And we're just going to go like this. 90, 45. Pull it out a little bit. $25. So 25 for the first set. I only do 3 sets. This is kind of like a finisher where you just want to get in, get out. We're not doing a lot of volume. It's just quick, intense, 3 sets per side. It should only take 3 minutes to get this done. Now we're going to add the yellow band in. Yellow is being added. Pull it out. 45 degrees. Wow, I'm surprised I did 12. 45 degrees. You'll probably feel this in the chest a little bit as well, not just the shoulder. This does hit the chest. Okay? Because when you're doing that, you're actually engaging the pec as well. So, 45. Okay. So quick and intense. Get in, get out. We're done. I'll stay on for a minute to chat with you guys. We'll do one little final pump check. So here we go. I'll do like get some lat, some oblique, abs. All right. That's it. Thank you. Appreciate that. So that is it. If there's anything else, actually, I know. I'll share my supplement stack. Before I go, supplement stack. So these are all the supplements I take. I have not been taking all of them from day one, from the start. What is that? Okay, I'll show you. Hold on. I appreciate that. We actually do a lot of forearm training around here. So the arm wrestling training that I have in the program, that would be great, right? So we do arm wrestling training here. All right, so we got magnesium, multivitamin, boron, and iodine. I'll show you the whole stack. So I prioritize micronutrients over macros. Macros are second. Bodybuilders are always talking about macros, carbs, fats, proteins. That's all you hear about nowadays. Okay? But guess what? That's not that's not the most important. That's what's mainstream. It doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do or the best thing to do. Just because it's mainstream. Just, you know. So, micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, and other essential fatty acids. Okay, like omega-3 fatty acids. And I usually get those through my diet. But this is the vitamin I take. Methylated multivitamin by Nature Bell. Methylated. Keyword, methylated. Okay. Then I take that with my breakfast in the morning. Sometimes I spread it out. I take like one and then one later. The boron and the magnesium, same brand. I take these at night before I go to bed, my last meal, or a snack that I have before bedtime. So I have that with the snack. This is J. Crow's Logul's solution. This is iodine. Okay, it's iodine. Basically, if you want to cleanse your pineal gland, your pituitary gland, and enhance your thyroid, that is badass to take. But you do not want to take it if your selenium is low. If you have low zinc, if you have low selenium, you want those minerals to be high as well because you need those for the iodine to work. And also to help prevent hyperthyroidism, because if you're taking too much iodine along, say your minerals, say you have a mineral imbalance somewhere, like with selenium or zinc, then the iodine can actually harm you. It can become, it can cause hyperthyroidism. But if your minerals are good, you got your selenium, you got your zinc, and that's all pretty much covered in the multivitamin. And I have a very nutrient dense diet as well. That's high in selenium as well. You can get that selenium through like eating a couple Brazil nuts every day too. Brazil nuts are super high in selenium. Uh, there's plenty of foods that are high in zinc, like, red meats, certain fish, certain seafood like oysters. Oysters, you can just get like the canned smoked oysters, have those like once or twice a week. And that's like a superfood. That's like one of the highest zinc foods out there. But anyway, the iodine, you only take 1 drop in the morning with water on an empty stomach. You just take 4 to 6 ounces of water. First thing you get up in the morning, throw a drop in the water. Make sure it's clean water. You don't want just straight tap water. You want either distilled water or like a good filtered water. Okay? You don't want a lot of impurities in there. And you put the drop in there and drink that shit down. And you will feel an energy, a clarity that you haven't felt in a long time. So after a while of taking that, you may experience detox symptoms. Don't stop taking it because you're starting to feel a little odd, like, whatever. It could be like cold-like symptoms, or you might have fatigue or something. Everybody's different, right? But you might experience detox symptoms. Maybe even a rash. You might get a rash somewhere. That's your body pushing out heavy metals and other toxins. That this is basically going into your thyroid, and it's pushing out the bromide, it's pushing out the fluoride, and clearing out all of the bad halogens. So those are bad halogens, bromide and fluoride and chlorine. Okay, they store in your glands, they store in your testicles. Okay, and the iodine goes in there, cleans them out, and then fills it in with good, clean iodine. And this will, I'm telling you, just look it up. It has great immune benefits, so prevents colds, helps to prevent other like little microbes and shit in your body. It's anti-parasitic, antiviral, antifungal. Iodine is all of those things, so great for your immune system. You just have to make sure that you have your other minerals in balance. Okay. So the boron, another thing about the boron helps to unlock bound testosterone. So there's a hormone, I don't know if it's a hormone or what it's a something in your body called sex binding hormone globulin or something like. There's a weird name, SBG or SHBG, something like that. That's the abbreviation for it. But it binds to your free testosterone in your body, basically makes the testosterone unusable. So the testosterone's there, but it's unusable. It's locked up. Boron helps to unlock a percentage of that so that you can now utilize it. Okay? So this is basically like, it's not a testosterone booster. It's not a testosterone booster. It just helps you gain access to the testosterone that's already there, that's bound up, that you can't use. So it helps to unlock it, so that you're able to use more of that free testosterone that you already have. The magnesium at night before bed helps to calm your central nervous system, helps you sleep better. And magnesium is like responsible for like over 1,000 different chemical reactions in the body. So magnesium is super important for all kinds of things that go on your body. And we all know better sleep is better recovery, and it's also better for your testosterone. So the better you sleep, the more muscle you can build. That's that. And also a supplement that you're going to be very familiar with. Okay. Very, very familiar with. And if you're not, man, where have you been? You've been living under a rock? Creatine monohydrate. Yes, creatine monohydrate. This is the only sports supplement that I take. Okay, is the creatine monohydrate, and it's really legit. So if you don't know what creatine does, go look it up. And the last supplement, lesser known, not many people know about it. Some do, but it's a bamboo powder. You might be able to see it on there. Organic bamboo powder. It's 70% silica, very bioavailable form of silica. And basically, what it does is it helps your body to produce collagen. It also reinforces the connective tissues and helps make strong, build your bones up. It builds your tendons up, strengthens all of your connective tissues. Silica binds with the calcium, it binds with the collagen and strengthens it. It creates like little threads of uh, creates those threads, helps to create those threads of collagen and strengthen them. So amazing, amazing, amazing supplement for just reinforcing the body to help prevent injuries. It's also great for your skin. So, like, you know how people take collagen peptides or they take the bone broth, and that's pure collagen, right? But this helps to work along with the collagen. So if you were taking the peptides and you were taking this, they're like synergistic, right? So they like work together with each other really. I don't have the collagen peptides. I have a shit ton of bone broth over there. So I do consume that bone broth quite often. Anyway, that's the whole supplement stack. So besides the supplements and the diet, that's really about it. The diet's highly dialed in. Yeah, bamboo powder, my friend. Bamboo powder. Omega 3? Yes. So, Tay, yes, omega 3s, but I don't take an omega 3 supplement. I get it through my diet. So, I eat a lot of salmon, eat a lot of sardines. I have canned salmon, all wild caught. Make sure it's not farm raised. Never get farm raised. Always get wild caught. So I get the frozen wild caught salmon fillets. I'll usually have like with dinners. And I get the canned wild caught salmon, and I get canned sardines. And there's also mackerel, canned mackerel, wild caught mackerel is another good one. But I don't have the mackerel. I just have the sardines and the salmon. If you don't like fish like that, you don't like those fish, then just get like the cod liver oil from Carlson's. So Carlson's cod liver oil, that's like probably the best omega-3 supplement you can get. Plus it has the vitamin D3 in there as well. Just really good for you. So that's it. I would show you my food, but I would take another half hour. But that's it. I have to get ready and go. One last pump check. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And check out that link in the description. That's the Basement Bootcamp blog post. That ties the videos together really well. That Basement Bootcamp blog post, that's what I follow to do these videos. So I follow that. That's what keeps me on track so that I can perform these videos for you guys. So the blog post is really key and ties these videos together. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. Man, that makes my day. That's why I'm here. Okay? But I got to go. I really am grateful for all of your comments, all of your engagement. I think the little edits that I did to my channel helped. So I do have an Instagram. I do. It's actually in my channel. If you go to the channel at the top where the links are, you know where it's at, like at the top of the channel. I have it right there. I haven't done much with that Instagram. I think I only have like 30 followers or something like that. But it's whatever. I have an old Instagram that had like 3,000, but that was linked to another Facebook, and I had lost access to that account. And it's just weird because I had lost my phone number due to money issues, not being able to pay the phone bill. So like that whole two-factor authentication thing I couldn't do, and it's like locked me out. So I lost a Facebook account and an Instagram account that had a lot of followers and a lot of friends, and I had to start over. So I'm pretty much starting over. But that's that. Um, so you guys have a great day. I have to get ready, and I am going to eat something before I go to bed. And I hope you guys have a great night. So that's it. I'm out, guys. I'll see you.